Have you got any crazy holiday trip story? No, it doesn't have to be crazy. Any holiday trip stuff.
No, but I was thinking when Joe was talking there about going to Bali, I remember the first time that I went to Bali, I went with a boyfriend and we were on a night out and we were ready to go home. So we ended up at this like little ice cream bar and we had ice cream. I thought, yeah. And then this guy's like, $5 for a scooter home. And I'm like, yeah, let's live. Let's get a scooter. So he's like 50,000 or whatever it was. And we were bartering for ages while we were eating this ice cream. So anyway, the next morning we woke up hungover, comes out of the little place of the hotel, and there was the guy and the ice cream shop. Literally.
Oh, it was next door.
It was next door to take us around the block. It was quite funny.
That is
so the guy
brilliant.
comes out and
That's
he's
cool.
like, I was like, yes, you got us.
That is
he's
pretty
like,
good.
Yeah.
And the bike guy was still there, so he actually...
the bike guy knew.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it was quite funny. So I was like, oh my God.
And holidays, when you go on holiday, it's different if you go with your Bruce or Tanya or you go with a group of mates.
Yeah.
I always find, even if it's just away down south or up north, I always find that first night everyone goes hard, don't they? They always, I always find, and then it just slowly goes from there. It's like, but that first night, it's like a getaway, you know?
Yeah.
Especially the temperatures. We've done a few. Yeah, it's always hard on the first one. I just went to Vietnam with my brother, Bruce, and that was an interesting one to go because it wasn't like a big sort of just to get away. He had a special birthday, and I was like, "Hey, let's go somewhere. We'll go check out another country." So we went to Vietnam. Nice country, good country. The security is what got my brother.
Yeah,
and so I was just going to say like. Trips sometimes you gotta be careful about crossing all the T's, dotting the I's, otherwise it can make for a very stressful scenario. And so I know for my bro, like going into Vietnam, didn't have the right visa, ended up having to spend more money, American dollars and stuff. And there's this little Vietnamese dude, he was a very nice gentleman, but he gave his passport to that dude and then he vanished. And so for an hour and a half there, we're like, where's your passport gone? We're in a foreign country. What's going on? But he was actually doing what he was supposed to be doing. He was actually helping out getting my bro a visa. But we didn't know for like an hour and a half there, and I was pooping.
it's a long time.
And so it made the start of the trip kind of a bit stressful. And then at the end of it, bro was a bit stressed at the end of it, which... You know, when you're going away from a country, just make sure that when you're going through the security scanner, you take every piece of metal out of your pockets. He left one of the coins in there and ended up getting frisked by this Vietnamese major lady. And she was very...
It's all right. It's a lady.
Could have been worse. Could have been a guy.
Could have been a guy. Yeah.
She was yelling at him at points like, check your pockets. Like it was, and you could just see in his face like, not again, no. So I was going to say, as a trip thing, as a tip, there you go, Bruce's tip. Make sure you get all your documents in a row. You know?
Yeah, get all your docs done. Don't give out your passport.
No.
I would totally agree with that. I went to Thailand once and... So we just got our citizenship beforehand, celebrated, go on holiday. Anyway, no one told us that when you go on holiday and you leave the country, your UK passport no longer has a visa attached to it. So we did our holiday, and then when we went to leave Thailand, they were like, no, you can't go to Australia. And we were like, what do you mean? And she was just, they were not being helpful in the slightest. She's just like, nah. And I'm like, ring the consulate in Australia. They will tell you we've just completed our citizenship like last month.
I thought you were going to say, ring my mum.
ring my mum. She will tell you. No, do you know what? I did one better. In the end, literally, I found a photo. I was on Facebook at the time. I found a photo that I posted to Facebook. Thank God for that. Of me with my citizenship certificate. And I'm like, see?
Oh, well done.
Oh, well, yeah.
Honestly, about 10 minutes before the flight was going, she gave me the tickets and she said, your Kuala Lumpur's problem. I was like, thank you very much.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of at Kuala Lumpur and at Perth Airport waiting for me was immigration. And they were like calling my name and they were like, come this way. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in trouble. He's like, welcome home. I was like, thank God for that.
Wow.
So yes, big tip.
Yeah.
Get your visa and
just triple check it. Yeah, triple check it.
Another Bruce's tips. Don't just pick up. You know I'm going with this?
No.
Should we?
Is this picking up
We are
Tanya's?
going to weigh in. People always going, oh, why don't you talk about current events? Here's one for you.
Go.
Don't pick up the wildlife in the country you're staying in, like that American influencer.
Yeah, the
Oh.
wombat.
We won't mention her
yes.
name. Don't be picking up baby wombats.
Yes.
Yeah, be culturally
That,
Appropriate.
Yeah, appropriate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember, going off on a tangent here, do you remember...
It's about wombats?
No, it's about wombats. It's about someone who we studied with, and then she became an adult entertainer.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, tried to do some adult entertaining on top of Ayers Rock and got kicked out of the country.
Oh, hang on, maybe.
Got
Maybe
kicked out of the country.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's culturally
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just respect, isn't it? For
Yeah, got to have respect for the country and the people you're in
absolutely.
And animals in general.
with.
Yeah.
Poor baby
Wow.
wombat.
I know. She's gone, isn't she?
Where did you go there?
What was that?
There's a story there.
What was there?
There is absolutely not a story there, but my mind did go somewhere else when Donnie said with animals.
That's just a big no.
That's just the big no anywhere you go, isn't it?
Yeah. No, we won't go there. So we're going to start wrapping this.
That was not part of Bruce's tips.
No,
That was
but
not-
did you hear about the guy?
Bruce's
Did you hear
tip.
about the guy who got ate by the whale?
Oh,
He ended up in the
yes,
whale's mouth,
yes.
Yeah.
and he survived.
What did he do?
Spat him out,
You
didn't
spat him out, yeah.
Yeah.
Punched his way out.
True story.
I didn't
True
know he punched
story.
him out. So he punched the tongue of the whale. And
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
and
like-
then it opened its mouth again, and that's how he ended up going out.
Wow.
Go research it.
That's amazing.
We'll
I
get
know
a research
Pinocchio
on
is
that.
not a true story, by the way, but still, whenever I hear about someone being swallowed by a whale, like just saying,
I know, you
straight
would
to
think.
Pinocchio. Do you
Crazy.
have those go-tos that you just go straight to?
Mm.
No?
I wasn't thinking of Pinocchio.
with songs or music songs you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells get me sometimes. I think it's, you smell something, you're like, oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say when you smell mint. You think
Smell mint.
I think I meant chocolate.
Mint.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Mojito for the day. So who are we going to get on next, I guess, would be, if we could get anybody famous. Anybody got any tips?
I tell you what, who
go.
would you go on holiday with?
Oh,
If you could go
that's
on
a good
holiday
one.
with anybody.
Good one.
all right, well, maybe we can each say one, but I saw a really crazy gig on Tuesday night. I went and saw Falling in Reverse and Ronnie Rujic. I don't know if you know about that gentleman.
No.
So he's nuts. Like, he's crazy, wicked performer, front man, but he's also just a little bit like, there's a little quirk there that you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about. And I reckon he would have like crazy parties and crazy holidays. And I believe there's a story about when he was in his other band, he was at a party and in America with all their gun laws and everything else, so there were some guns. And so he had a gun on him and the cops arrived and he got arrested for having a gun at the party and other things like that.
Oh, yeah.
But then he's written lyrics about guns and partying and everything. But he would be nutty, and I reckon that trip would be absolutely insane.
So you just
I'd love to
go
be
with him or with the band?
No, him, but with a group of people, like a trip, that would be nutty. I just want to be a fly on the wall. I don't think I'd want to partake in some of the
just want
stuff
to-
that I just want to watch
Yeah.
and just see it and like fly on the wall stuff. I reckon that'd be nutty. So yeah, Ronnie Rogic.
There you go. What do you reckon, Jodi?
I would go on holiday with my Bruce.
Aww. That's lovely. What about you, Joe? Anyone?
Anyone? Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Would you push the beds together?
It'd just be
Wouldn't
one
need to.
double. It'd just be one king size.
It wouldn't make it that
Wouldn't
far.
make it that fun, no.
And that be open the door and there you go.
What about you?
Yeah, go Danny boy.
Oh, guys. Yeah, who do I go with? So many people to choose from.
There is. We all struggled.
Yeah, straight away, I'll go on holiday with them. All right, like you said, you want someone that's fun, you'd have a good time with. Think about this one.
Pausing for effect.
You know what? I reckon I'd go on a holiday with David Beckham.
Ah.
Nice one.
I think that would be really cool because he knows loads of people.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't just be on holiday with him. He'd probably go, let's
Where-
go here.
Where would you go with David Beckham?
Probably just his house.
Is it sleepover?
Introduce.
That's Danny's holiday,
Yeah.
not David
Oh,
Beckham's
yeah.
holiday.
Yeah. Hello, you're off, Bex. Do you mind if I come over? Just rock up with a sleeping bag. You wouldn't need to because you've probably got loads of bedrooms.
You don't need your passport for that, do you? You'd be good.
Yeah, you're right.
But you know what, though? You wouldn't just see him. He'd introduce you to Victoria, wouldn't he?
You
Posh Spice.
And the rest of the Spice Girls?
Well, we've already met one Spice Girl, Mel C.
That's true.
Man,
That is
check
true.
us-
Check our socials.
Yep.
Yeah, true story.
I know we were about to wrap up a saying, but if you could choose one Spice Girl to go on holiday with, who would it be?
Oh, that's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Emma Bunton for me.
Yeah.
Baby Spice.
All right.
Yeah. Probably Baby Spice.
Baby Spice.
What's with Baby Spice? Is she a chatter? Or is-
I don't know. The other ones seem a bit wild.
Could be, yeah.
What about you, Rob? Who would you go?
I was going to go with Baby Spice just to keep the chatter thing going. What about you, mate?
I go Mel C. I go Sporty Spice.
Sporty
Yeah, Mel
Spice.
C, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon she'd be
It depends
fun.
where we're going.
Yeah.
She
If
go
I was
to a
going,
f-
if I'm
yeah.
going to Ibiza again, it'd be Mel C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she'd be DJing and that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
You can get backstage. I was thinking she'd just take me to a football match or something.
Well, then you need to
In
be going
hopes.
with Victoria Beckham.
Yeah.
Oh, it's backfired on him big time, isn't it?
No, because I've already gone on holiday.
With Beckham. You and Beckham are best buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon she'd make a good cup of tea as well.
What about a sandwich?
And Bex would. I reckon his sandwiches would be good. It'd be a good sandwich
Amazing,
maker.
wouldn't they?
Yeah. Especially if we ate together. We
What-
sat down together and ate.
What do you reckon Beckham's sandwich would be? All right. So we'll go
Yeah.
there. What
What's his-
was it? What would be his special sandwich?
He likes his pie and mash. Is that what it's called?
pie and mash.
What, sandwich?
Because he's from Essex, I think, originally.
Don't know.
What's
I
that thing
think
called?
so.
Mash and...
Bangers and
Bang-
mash.
Bangers
Not
and
bangers and mash. It's like...
Pie, mash and liquor?
I think it's pie and mash shop something. I'll find out after the show and I'll put it in our...
So you would have a pie and mash sandwich with David Beckham.
Is it pie, mash and liquor?
I don't know.
Is that what you're thinking
He
of?
goes
You
there with his
saying
mum to
liquor
the
or
pie
liquor?
shop.
Liquor.
Liquor.
Yeah. You know,
Liquor.
you guys know that, don't you?
No.
It must
I've
be.
not heard of that.
It's probably it probably is an Essex
An Essex
thing.
thing, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is it? Like
Traditional one was eels in the pie.
eels?
Eels. Yeah.
Wow.
What are you eating?
And like a yeah. And then like a sort of vinegary. The liquor is like a vinegary.
Eels in a pie.
Yeah.
Do they look like eels?
They don't.
Everybody's face when I was like, what?
There's a famous pie and mash shop in Greenwich.
That
I
does
wonder
these
who
eels.
decided that was going to be a good idea.
But a lot of people don't get that now. Like there's other like steak and pie. Like a lot of people don't.
Other
get it.
dishes
But
that
that's
you
the
can have.
I've wondered that
traditional-
what you just said a
yeah.
few times with a
Yeah.
few countries I've been to. So like, like snails. Who,
Yeah.
who thought that was a great idea?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like garlic
Animal
snot.
cruelty.
Yeah, or like frog's legs. Like,
Don't go to the UK and pick up a snail. Is that what we're saying?
well, no, when I was in Paris and I had them, like it just tasted like garlic snot. Like it was just like
yeah.
chewy and like.
See, I like
Oh,
oysters.
when in
I
Rome,
just got a
innit?
feeling it's going to taste like an oyster.
Yeah.
I'm writing this down about this pie and eel shop. What's it called? Pie, mash, and...
Pie, mash, and liquor. Are you guys?
Pie,
have
mash-
We haven't
Never-
lived. We haven't lived.
Never heard of
I know. I'm going to
Yeah.
tell Bex about this.
It must be either.
A world sale baby spice.
So a few texties going out.
It might be an East London or London thing.
Yeah, definitely a London
You
thing.
can keep it.
Yeah, I'm going to
You guys,
Google
I'm
it.
really surprised that you guys.
I know, shocked you.
Yeah,
Shocked you have to have a look.
yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up because, yeah, our Tanya's ain't done nothing for us lately. Only jokes.
Should we do that real quick? All right. What's your Tanya done for you lately, Dan?
Oh, I wasn't joking.
Oh,
I was.
maybe we should ask our
We
guest.
should wrap it up.
That's actually
Yeah.
something that Bruce has done for you.
In the meantime, since last episode to this one,
Yeah.
Well, it's been his birthday, right? So I feel like it's been me that's done the.
Oh, that's
That's
we also
nice,
we also
yeah.
do that actually. What have you
yeah,
done?
sometimes
for
we
your,
flip
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I organised for us to go for dinner in the city and arranged for a childhood friend of his and his girlfriend to come meet us. So he got
Yeah.
a lovely surprise in the city.
Oh,
And then I
nice.
did the whole embarrassing thing of getting a cake and we sang happy birthday.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Aw.
That is so nice.
How about you? What's
I'll tell you
yours?
what I did actually.
Oh,
You
what
know
did
when
do?
you say like you think of someone? I got a curry for myself because Tanya was out. And when I was eating
I
it,
thought
I
that's what you
go,
were going to say. Was it?
Save us.
That was it.
I did. I saved her
Ah.
some. And the next day, she's come back from shops and she called me and she said, "Oh, can you heat that curry up for me?"
And you did that
That's
too.
nice.
I just sat down.
Yeah.
So I said, "Yeah, I'll do it in a minute." But when she walked through that door, I said cooked, microwaved the curry in that, And so she could have lunch.
Lovely.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Lovely
So
stuff.
it's those little
Lovely.
things sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Like she could have done that herself, but I did it.
And
Good
you,
for you, Dan.
and you
Yeah.
had sat down as well.
Yeah, and I just sat
You had
down.
just sat down as well.
Just sat down.
Yeah.
I moved from one spot to another,
Yeah.
but different
You,
spots.
you still got up, walked 5 meters, and put that in the microwave.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't
yeah.
have to do it. But
You didn't,
I know.
but you did for love.
That's it. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing.
That's
It.
what you do.
What
Yeah.
about you, Rob?
So
What have you done?
I'll do a John Wonder poached eggs on toast this morning. Cooked breakfast. So, but she did a little bit. I did a little bit. It was nice. You know, like
Oh,
cooked
there you
breakfast.
go.
I thought
Lovely.
that's a nice, isn't it? Nice little thing. Maybe not as cool as like inviting childhood friends or reheating.
Curry, yeah.
And how do you top that?
It's the simple things.
The small
Small
things, right?
things.
Yeah.
Definitely the simple things.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, we're going to wrap this up with a big 4 beers in. And thanks again, Jodi, for
Thank you very
coming
much.
down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Here we go.
4
beers in.
4
beers
beers
in.
in.